Welcome everyone, it's Sharon from Keightley from Pine Valley Quilts, and today I'm going to share with you the process I use for turning the edges and getting very sharp points on my leaves. The leaves I've been making, which are these ones here, are for my new quilt pattern which I'm calling Blueberry Patch, and this is the picture I have. So I'd like to get started on this. I'll take that away. Okay, so these are my leaves, and you can see that they're turned over onto freezer paper. And I have one ready here prepped. So my freezer paper is facing with the shiny side upwards, and the paper side is on the bottom. My template is cut with perfectly as per pattern, and the fabric is cut with a seam allowance, and you can see it's not quite a 1/4 inch, but it's somewhere around that vicinity, and you'll get comfortable with where you find it easiest to have your seam allowances. So the method I'm using is I'm now going to turn this fabric over onto the freezer paper, and I use an awl to do this with. Oops. There we are. It's a bit better focused. Okay, so I'm just turning the edge with the awl. You can see that I use the point of the awl to bring the fabric over. I'm not pulling it, I'm just making sure that the edge of the freezer paper, the fabric is against the edge. It's not pulled on top of. Then I just slide out the pin until I get to the one side is done. So that the iron is just sealing it, because the top of the freezer paper is sticky. So that's what's made the fabric stay there. Then I turn it around and just repeat that. And don't worry about the little bit sticking out on the top, because I will explain how to get that looking really nice. So I've just done the exact thing down the other side, and that's just held in place now. So you can see I have these little tags sticking out. So what we do with those is we just pull the tag. I'll try and get it in a position where you can see it better, with the awl over onto itself, so you can see where it's sitting now back on itself. And then I just get a little brush with some water on it, and that's all it is. It's just water, and I just put enough water on it to wet it, and then I hit it with the iron to dry it out again, and that's all it takes. So once that water is dry, which it is, it just stays there. It stays in place. So I'll do the other end. For the other end, I just take this point and bring it backwards, and that's all it is. Then I get the water and I touch it with the water till it's wet, and then just put the iron on it, and that's all it takes. Sometimes I just iron on this side just to make sure I've got the water all dry, and there you are. There's your leaf with perfect points, ready to be stitched down on your background or your quilt top. So you will find that when the freezer paper is removed after it is stitched to the background, you cut a small piece out of your background fabric and remove the freezer paper. Then all that is left in your quilt is fabric, and you don't have to wash your quilt to get any substances out like glue, starch, or stabilizers. It's only fabric that is left there. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. My next one will be on how I stitch the pieces in place on the sewing machine with an invisible stitch. Thanks for watching. Catch up with you next time. Bye for now.